Here's a Cub Cadet I found on my trash route. Picked it up for $100. It's been through the flood, definitely. So I'm gonna try to save it. Give me something to tinker with. If not, I figure I can get $100 out of it in parts, hopefully. It definitely has some mud packed in it. Does seem to want to turn over, but I didn't want to keep doing it. So I don't know what's still inside the engine, if anything. But it says it's a 282 hydro. I don't know. Deck looks in good shape. It's got some rigged up wiring there. So I don't think it's going to matter, but we'll see. Gotta figure out how to get the hood open. I don't know if the whole thing comes off in one piece or what you gotta do. I'm not a real big Cub Cadet nut. This has me a little bit wondering. I don't think this is supposed to be this floppy when you engage it or release it to pull it. We loaded it on with a forklift, so I don't know. Just wait and see. Some mud packed in the rims. Let me show you what else I was working on here. This was a yard machine I also found on my trash route, but it didn't look like this when I got it. So I think I got maybe about $100 invested in this, maybe a little more. The wheel weight or the chains I think were 50, so I got chains for it. Cleaned it up, put some lights on it, fixed the wiring, made a plow for it. I don't know if you can see my rig in there or not. Sounds like somebody's going down the alley in a power wheel. And my batteries keep dying on me. But here's my Cub. 1541. I haven't done the mower deck for it yet. I got two more projects over here. I'll show you. I used to have this John Deere 210 and then I sold it. And the guy needed money, so I bought it back. And then back here, if I can get to it, I'll show you. An old, I think it's a 74 wheel horse B100. I'd really like to restore. So those are some things I got coming up. Thanks for watching. Alright, what I have here is a Cub Cadet 282 hydro that I got off a guy. It was through the flood in September of 2011. So I had to just bring the idea that it'd be a good project. As you can see, I took the engine off because it was just, it's seized. It's not going anywhere, but you can see the mud just packed on this thing. So I took the engine off, ordered a rebuild kit for it. It's only an 8 horsepower, but what the heck. On the engine it was marked as it being December of '82 Briggs & Stratton, so I think that's probably where the tractor year is. I haven't been able to find a plate on this yet. But as you can see, everything is just packed with mud. That's wild. I mean, the tractor's not in bad shape. The paint is not bad. So I'm hoping to get it cleaned up a little bit. Try to keep you updated as we go. I want to take the deck off next. And the guy had drugged the tractor from where it was sitting. So the release for the hydro was busted. Now, if I do push in the plunger, it moves. So what I'm thinking of doing is getting the deck off here, and I'll probably just wrap a ratchet strap around that and the plunger just so I can move it around. Eventually want to put it over here in the garage, so I can leave this bay open because I really got to get my pickup truck in here before inspection. So this is going to be my project. See how much money we get into it, see if I want to sell it or not when I'm done. But we'll try to give you a little bit of documentation on the way here. I did order 2 manuals for it. I'm not real smart when it comes to Cub Cadets, but I'm learning. This whole small engine thing's pretty fun. It's a hobby. It's something I can afford a little bit, but if I couldn't pick these tractors up for the price I pick them up for, there's no way I would even touch them. But all right. Well, the engine looked a lot better inside the garage. Brought it out here to the sunshine. Got the flywheel off, whatever the heck it is, clutch flywheel. Look at the mud just packed in there. Oh jeez. I don't see any cracks around the block or anything. I can just imagine what we're waiting on the inside. I don't know how good you can see in there, but that float and everything is just, that's gonna, that whole carburetor shot. It took the bowl off and that's just packed with mud. So I might as well get a carburetor rebuild kit. I don't know. I'm starting to think I got into something here. We'll have to wait and see. That is just caked on there. Oy. Alrighty, I'll keep you posted. Before I take the deck off, let's get this old battery out of here. I really doubt this is any good. Oop. There goes some screws. Look at this bugger. Hey. Okay, get my, there we go. Oh. That's too much for an Easter morning. Oh, now she's going to sit and spin. Well, let's go get another 7/16. Okay, let's see if I can do this with one hand. Put this one on, and then use this one. And that one came off. But it's doing the trick. That sucker is on there. I like to try to save these studs, but boy, the more I look in there, everything is just gone. I don't know, you can't see that starter solenoid. That's pretty bad. I might as well just plan on getting a new one of those. little battery. Luckily, I just bought a new one. Keep as a backup for my other tractors. Now, how do we get this out? Lighting's probably not real good for you. But we'll get the hammer out. Ooh! Wow. I can't even budge at it. There's just so much mud in here. I mean, it's dried mud now, but... if you can see it, let's get that out. Jesus! I was going to have to get the hammer for that one. That bolt should come right out. Maybe not. Oh, this is hard doing one-handed. Let me put that stuff up there. Let me put you guys. Now you guys can see that better. It's a lot of mud. A lot of mud. That's a heavy ass deck. Let's put this stuff back in. Try to do this as I'm going so I remember where the stuff goes. These go back into these. Well, in theory. There we go. Alright, I'll put this other one in, and next thing we gotta do is jack up the rear end and try to get that rear end to spin so we can move this over and put the hose and the pressure washer out.